Another wonderful day, another beautiful day. And we get together and have conversations. We get together and we talk. We get together and we talk about things that we care about. Um, Today, now one of those days, and it could be football. I know since Cameroon got eliminated, I never do a live. Uh, People they only reach me, people they only call me, ask me when I'll do live, which I know I do live. Because they don't win Cameroon, and no one can talk, and no one do this. That actually I don't think is the reason. That actually I don't think is the reason. I was not around, and you know what you already get used to doing your life for a professional setup. It's just difficult for you to go back and start doing any mediocre thing. But I think I did it live. I went live, and I did I think a 20-30 minutes, and I talked about what I felt about the game. Plus, Innocent is not around. I'm not saying that Innocent be my brain. He's not around. He traveled. So, for really, she don't do life me one. I don't really think say I be inspired or I be smart enough for handle them. But I needed to do something today because he will probably come by in 1 week or 2 week, and I don't think so. I want wait until he come before I talk about Cameroon. Talk about Senegal versus Egypt, or talk about Nigeria versus Morocco. Wonderful competition, excellent competition. And as the games that they progress, as time they pass, me personally also I feel like the games are progressing. Like you see the teams are getting better and better and better and better. The stadium where they play the game today, especially the two semi-final games, world class. Even the quarterfinal games, uh, world class. When it comes to infrastructure, Morocco is up there. Like they are up there. They are organized at that level, even with their team. They have a very good team. Maybe not by chance they will play semi-final for World Cup. Maybe by chance they don't beat Brazil for friendly. Um, um, they're just ready. They're just ready. They're just ready. I feel like they deserve which way they get them. They deserve to play finals. We can sit here. I want to complain. We can sit here. I want to talk about this. We can sit here. I want to talk about that. But generally, I always tell people football na 11-11 and there's a 12th person. There's an extra person on the pitch, and he actually decides what is what, and whether I would like it or not, he's part of the game. They can be good, they can be bad, they can be average, they can be, it doesn't matter. They are part of the game. So when you train how to do free kicks, you train how to do throw ins, train how to do counter attacks, you train how to defend, you train how to do all of these things. You need to train also how to manage the referee when they are good or when they are bad. You need to train how to manage yourself psychologically when you come with a specific mentality and then you get to the field, the ref forces your mentality to change. You have to just adapt or and then move on and then do the best you can do um to win the game. Mane scored, I think, his first goal of the competition today, and when the goal came, nobody expected. If I'm not mistaken, Mane never scored since this competition start. I don't know if he has even made assist or true or last passing. But I know the guy was patient, and even when he scored, he was touching his head. Even at the end of the game, he was touching his head. I don't know if he was to say it's a mental thing, like you have to be strong. I don't know. I don't know. But that's football. So football is not just you training how to go in there and kick the ball, go in there and run around with the ball, go in there and do this and that. Football is also preparing yourself psychologically because sometimes the battle is even more psychological than physical. I'll bet you guys the Cameroon game, morally and psychologically, we lost the game already. If you look at the way the boys were playing, it was obvious they knew they were going to be cheated. They knew they did not need to argue because it didn't matter what they did. The ref was going to favor the other side. If you look at, they did not even protest certain things. When the issue happened with Buemo, you did not see people rush there and say, "Oh, penalty, did that." No, for them it was just like, "Obi no say they no give you penalty," and it happened again and again for many other actions. I understand. I understand. I understand their concern about, oh, if you go to challenge the ref's decision, he might give you a card or things like that. But again, even if you know challenge the decision, even if you know challenge the decision, you should at least let the ref know that, hey, I feel funny about this decision. Like some way they will do them or some way they wanna feel. I don't know how to do them, but all in all, I think it was a great game. I think it was a great game. Because I wanted Cameroon to win, I was all frustrated when they did not win. So for some reason, I was only looking at, oh, they did not do this. They played the whole game. They did not have a shot on goal. They played the whole game. They did not do, like, I was just focusing more on the things I thought they did not do. Shout out to everyone who is watching. Please, if you're watching, um, shout out to my boss Gerard. But guys, for those who are watching, I'd like to know who is watching and where you're watching from. So if you can go ahead and just comment, I think I'll be happy. I think I'll be happy. We'll not make the one long one, just make it interactive. And that's it. So, like I said, all in all, I think Cameroon did pretty well, especially watching the Nigeria Morocco game today. Nigeria with Oshimen, with Lukman, with what do they call him? Adam, I think. Akon. To have those three at the attack, to have somebody like Iwobi in the midfield supplying them. All of these guys are not just good; they have experience. Yet they had just one shot throughout the 90 minutes, 120 minutes. They had one shot on the goal. It tells you how tough the Moroccan defense is. And if you look at throughout the competition, I think only one other country has scored. One country has scored against Morocco, which was Mali, and that was during the group stage. So, watching Nigeria play Morocco today, I I understand. I understand now why some people were so frustrated after that game, because the honest truth is that Cameroon was robbed. Cameroon had a better opportunity. We had a better chance. We had a far more better opportunity than probably every other nation to eliminate Morocco. We came prepared and we did the work, but the ref and I don't know made sure things didn't go our way. I would say it the way it is. The ref, let me say, nature made sure things didn't go away. And sometimes the ref might not do it because he's intentionally doing it. It might just be a bad day for the ref. He probably decided to not call certain action. He decided, okay, you know what, I'm not going to verify this. I'm not going to do this. I'm like, it can just be a bad day, not because they hate Cameroon, not because they know, just because on that day they decided this is what I was going to do, or that was what I was going to do, and that was what they did. Again, like I said, especially after watching Nigeria play Morocco today, I feel like Cameroon did extremely well. And again, that's why I understand now, and now I understand some people's frustration. Now I understand why some people came out and were calling out the ref, calling out CAF, for saying things, because they saw quality in our guys. They saw a group of young guys wanting to play, giving in their all, putting in their every effort, yet they were frustrated action after action, after action, after action till we considered the goals. Now the two goals we considered, whew, just practically impossible to stop for me. I felt like they were practically impossible to stop. Um, Now why that win a goal? Because if they will stop them, you know, enough for being a goal. But if you look at the actions, and not to take anything away from Morocco against Cameroon, they came to win. They came to win because remember, throughout this competition, one of the things that help us, Derek from Minnesota, shout out, bro. And yeah, Salo Papa. Daniel Fopa, salut Baba. My boss Bertrand, salute. No, you okay, guys? I never tell different lines. Do you even know what you're talking about? I know, so you don't know football. So, and if you doubt what you talk, what you talk. So, looking at Nigeria play today, no, I already past that part. Morocco, trust me, the game against Cameroon, they came to play. They came to play. They were ready. And remember, guys, one of the things we don't always do and so well for this competition was our Hemley spirit, was us playing with everything in us, was us playing like we wanted to die on the pitch. Guess what? If you look at the way Morocco plays, especially during against Cameroon, they doubled the Hemley thing. They were playing with something more than Hemley. They had something Hemley. They had surely Hemley. The guys fought. Now the reason when our player the inside they get injury. Now the reason when the inside get Kofane able. Now the reason when they get I think 26 fouls, either 23 or 26 fouls. While we get how many? We get I think 19. It means that then we but now then get more fouls. It means that at every time when they lost ball, they be ready for fight. Better the key man. So it shows that they were more aggressive. I think the stats we can go on and even if we go on and even check the stats, I don't think say as until way it's difficult for pull her up. And I don't mind a true lion. This will have a povong. Yeah, if we check the stats, I don't think it's until it's difficult for pull her on. Yeah, so the game against Morocco came to play. They were ready to defend. They were ready to go all in. And that was exactly what they did. They fight, they say. They fight, like say their life depended on that game. Like say if they lost that game, their country the end or their country become annexed by Cameroon. So yeah, I will talk about the stats, right? It shows they get 6 shots, we get 3 shots. On target, they had 2 shots on target, we had 0. Ball possession, we had 59, they had what did if you imagine? We had 59, they had 41. Fouls, we get 19, they get 23 fouls. Yellow cards, we get 2, they get 2. Red cards 0-0. Offside, they get 1. Corners, they get 7. So you realize if they dominate you for corners and for shots on goal, it only shows you they were more aggressive offensively. Now, if they get plenty yellow cards, when at 23, I will get 19. It shows that even defensively, they were more aggressive. Now, whether they get other fouls them. So Morocco did not come to play against Cameroon. They came knowing fully well, like I said, after watching them play Nigeria today, it shows that they come for that match knowing if they make more error, Cameroon will eliminate them. And that's why they were aggressive. Chamade got injured. They almost broke Kofane, he neck move him. Buemo sometimes he went Buemo whole ball, like 3 people they go for it aggressively. So I think whether I would like it or not, they deserve to be for final. They deserve to be for final. We can sit here and talk about whatever I want to say. Oh, the man do this. Oh, the man do that. Oh, the man do that. Life is about who want fight, who want chop, who really wants something. And then they don't only talk to the want something, but they go all out, push all the way. Forget what they get them. And Natina with me, I see with Morocco. You know what it means? Say Cameroon play against Morocco. We not shoot 1 shot on target. I say 1 shot on target. Nigeria don't play again today. In 120 minutes, they shoot now 1 shot on target. When I look man play, I'm a boy. It says a lot about the team, how hungry they be, how bad they want play, how much they want win. And then now with their number 12 man and their number 30 man, what do you expect? We had an opportunity also. It was in Cameroon. We did not do the same thing. We did not fight like we wanted. Our life depended on the competition. We probably did not use our number 12 man or our number 13 man. Maybe moving on, African Nations Cup, now only country the way the host, they will take them. Um, yeah. So for me, especially after, like I said, after watching Morocco, Nigeria, I appreciate our guys the more. I appreciate them the more. They did wonderfully well. And like I said, I understand every other person online their frustration. Every other person will be completely feel like they cheat them. I understand that frustration. Did you know even before the fiction Nigeria, Morocco, like Nigerians, well, Nigerian people they know social media and they know how to use their influencers. They know how to use moments for trend and things like that. They know how to use and galvanize people for come to their side. Yeah. Oh, I write some few topics in that one. So we'll discuss them. Nigeria. I sat and I was wondering if Nigeria was going to qualify for the final. Nigeria are one of that teams away. You don't know. Nigeria are one of that teams away. You don't know whether you want me to win or me to not win. I remember I did a live one time and I said, for me moving forward, may no African country will not be organized take Nation Cup. Senegal deserve for take Nations Cup. You never hear no blah 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 about their FE. I never hear me no not. If you don't hear anything, tell we. Morocco the same thing. You never hear anything about their FE, whether they don't chop player their money, whether they don't do this. And if you even look at the level of organization where they don't put that in place for host Nations Cup and then World Cup, I think for 2030 or when I think say then today deserve for take Nations Cup. I feel sorry for Nigeria. Playoffs, player they come out, they complain about their training bonuses, they struggle pay them. AFCON, before they want to go play, I think quarterfinal, players they get for come out again. Oh, and it they say na some curse. Every time they come out, they ask their bonuses, they pay them, they go and play, they win, and then the next game now they lost them. That was what happened during the playoff. That is what is happening right now. But which I need to understand that this whole idea for money, Nigeria get money, Nigeria get population. Nigeria should at least have a better business people running their FA or better administrators running their FA because Nigeria is a big nation, a giant of Africa. But I need to understand how suited today, Sunday Olise will be the coach for Nigeria. They complain say their FA the COE. It even sorry if we take them go court. Stephen Keshi, who is of late now, the guy will help them win 2013 Nations Cup. The guy will help them win 1994 Nations Cup AFCON. He died with the FADCOE. Now, I'll say this, it might sound like a joke, it might sound like cloud chasing or whatever, but the Nigeria FA should do everything possible for go see Stephen Keshi family. I know the wife passed, and 1 year later he passed. And so many sources, so many rumors run around say after a woman die, now stress for a woman die, we probably need to be doing way and things like that. Now probably because he had attack the next year, he died. So no, he said don't even come out for talk. Say he blame Stephen Keshi die for Nigeria FA. The money they owe you and things like that. Now probably the reason why that guy get heart attack die. The Nigeria FA should do something about that situation. The Nigerian players themselves should try and do something about situations like that. You don't just go around doing things. Especially I see their game today. They wear Odin Day tracksuit. The other day they wear Odin Day mayo campo fee. The mayo where they wear for 94. You understand? I don't know how they come out. Nike don't go make them wait. They wear kind of for invoke that spirit for 94 because they want win Nations Cup. But the question is, Stephen Keshi was the captain of Nigeria, I think, for 1994 when they won the AFCON. What did you guys do when this guy was going through his difficult moments with the FA and was not getting paid? Did you guys do anything to make sure he was settled? Even after that, even when he died, when you guys were clamoring for your money and things like that, did you as a captain or did you guys do anything to, hey, let us push for this man's money to go to his family? Did you guys do anything like that? I'm not sure they did anything. Yet, Onanwa invoked the spirit of the 1994 players. When I think Sunday, they say them, Stevie Kechi, Okocha them, the greats, the Martin Yakini to be there and things like that. Life didn't work that way. This man served his country in 94, won the Nations Cup, came back in 2013. They never win for how long? They never win for close to 20 years. Came back in 2013. Saloma Bora Bajo came back in 2013, where they never win for how long? Even inside Lagos, we beat them. Now the man came up with 2013, give them the trophy again. Yet, what did they do? What did they do? Snub him, disrespected him, just push the man around until the man finally passed. Like I said, Nigeria FA do everything possible to go see Stephen Kechi's family. Go to his grave, go to the wife's grave, do what you're supposed to do, go apologize. When I look at the joke, because I feel already makes more 1 or 2 prayer them. Now, because Nigeria has this quote where I don't think say if he play Morocco 120 minutes, king now only 1 shot for pool. And then the people that they miss penalty, he did say, he means that this other guy na Chukwueze is already a penalty. Even before he want kick, goalkeeper don't come up for middle pool. Go stand right for corner day. The guy see kick for the professional player for national team. If that is not the case, then I don't know what will happen. Now say he had be there for dang, or they don't tell you say anyhow a day kick an area for day. For professional player for national team. Now Morocco even fair miss. Any team, any reasonable team go capitalize on Morocco their miss and win the day. But unfortunately, they did not. For me, I feel like, because they even talk, say, Stephen Keshi actually cares them before one die. And if that's the case, if he actually did that, I feel like it's high time the AFA do something. I should say get picking them. If you not get picking, they get extended family and things like that. Psychologically, even for the country, for the football lovers and things like that, I think it will only be fair. Make Nigerian AFA gather, go do something for Stephen Keshi grave, a human grave, a family, call picking and they play some small match, make some small apology, pour some small libation. We are Africans, whether we like it or not, this thing that they work. Person if he sacrificed for country for 94, give a Nations Cup. Come back for 2013, give a Nations Cup. And then I don't rubbish you to stay die. Like I talk, Nigeria not deserve for lost Nations Cup for Cote d'Ivoire and lost them again now. Nigeria not deserve them. I feel like there's something happening. They should go ahead and sort it out. Like I talk, their attire. The one invoke spirit for 94. You didn't invoke spirit for 94. Are you sure? The man just come over died or the Peter will fight died wretched. Most of the Nigerian players wretched. Terrible. The other time we see wretched. But when the player when the one invoke, when the score, when the dance, when the one dance le can one call. When they do this, when one dance le no. If you get for invoke the spirit of the people that don't go before now, already be played before now, we're going to make sure say when they in good terms with them, which is the same thing I'd even call even Samuel Eto'o for Duam. Moving forward, I don't see how Cheju them all the night that they talk good about he. Alexander song them. I want to see Makun them, Emana them, all these guys, all the ancient young them. I want to see all them rally for back Samuel Eto'o. Because Samuel Eto'o don't call them, talk with them, negotiate with them, apologize for them, bro. I know I'll be hurt to now for 2010. That will take captain ban for Grand Fair hand. I know say when I be like him. I know I'll be do the thing. I know I'll be come for hotel. I go sleep now for my own side. I'll be do some kind of thing. It will create chaos amongst we. At the beguna, I take all the blame. But if you leave them, may that small fight to be fight back then may continue for destroy football for our country. I need all for be. I know say don't do them for some level. I don't know if you don't do that personal level. And one thing that I like about Samuel, you hardly hear he talk negatively about Jeremy or no, except that some specific thing way it be personal. But all them, it always try to keep a positive note, positive tone for public. But I feel like it is high time he also goes back. He don't bring in Robert's song. He don't bring in Alexander's song. He don't bring in Roger Miller. I want me do more, me extend more. Wait to be relationship with women. All that guys them. All that guys they need for comeback. I don't know if that they stubborn, but all of them need for comeback on board. Just be in one accord, supporting the national team. Like say na play with them, we don't play it, and they be happy. Say maybe picking the now they do exploits. And then thing will go well. Now, I don't know why this thing that happened now. I don't know why that happened for the Arab countries, for that North African countries. But you notice anything that come on for Danye. You hear Nigeria, you hear Ghana, you hear South Africa, you hear this Cote d'Ivoire. The man they go for that team, the man they talk for that team, the man they need talk, the man like so unnecessary drama. But I think they will only for solve. Only for solve because they say picking that they learn more with which way they see them than which we tell them. You know if you tell a Baleba say, hey no, I need for you for be friends with this man and that man and that man. Yet he knows say you and the man and be friend. I go respect them 40, 60%, 70%, 80%. But so at 20%, when you want declencher, it go worry. It go worry. Nigeria if you care to do it, do it. If you don't care to do it, continue. Now get African best player, 2 African best players, they still be active. You know, they say they even be active where they don't all know. They are still young, very good, very talented players. And now I've even understand why Rigobert Song said those 2 are not world-class players. Who said them they when Nigeria need them? When I remember one time I did a show here and I said, if any African player will never win Nations Cup cannot be a legend in African football. People they like Trula and the one key me. They say, "Oh, what you mean? What you mean? Legend means the person play football for some level. It means oh man will finally be legend." No, if you are going to be a legend in African football, Victor Osimhen, you must win Nations Cup. Look, man, if you go for be legend for African football, you go for win Nations Cup. If you don't win it, forget about it. You be legend for Fenerbahce. You be legend for Atalanta. And John Nana, you be legend for Trabzonspor or for Manchester United. For you to be an African legend, you have to win the Nations Cup like Kanu Wanko. Or you win any major tournament with a senior national team. Like Kanu Wanko win a golden Olympic medal. Like JJ Okocha win for 94. With Super Eagles, with I think that Green Eagles that time. Drogba is not a legend. It's not an African legend. What did Drogba don't do for African football? What did Drogba do for African football? Nothing. For win games and qualify for go World Cup, where any kind of man don't do them. So it means all that Cape Verde player the way they don't win now to qualify for World Cup, other than African legend. No. We never limit African legend for that kind of small level. Any man will go play World Cup in African legend. No. Win 2 Nations Cup like Patrick Mboma. Win 2 Nations Cup like Jeremy Jitab. Win Champions Leagues. Win golden Olympic gold medal. Can you imagine that they call Drogba a name for African legend? They call Drogba a name. Salah name the African legend. What has he done for Egypt? What he don't do for Egypt? 2017, Cameroon eliminate them. Do you imagine say Egypt get 7 Nations Cup? Salah no get 1. But yet, Africa, what has he done on the African soil? That is what will make you an African legend for me. For me, what you have done on the African soil is what will make you an African legend. If not be so, shift for corner. Shift for corner. They did plenty. That is why Nigeria celebrates JJ Okocha. He no gay African best player. He no gay Champions League. He no gay this and that too. But for inside Nigeria, it be make them, it be give the Nations Cup. Now why do they carry for up? Sadio Mane don't do it one time, now number 2 times the way they want do them. They will carry for up. Hakimi get possibility for do them. If he does it, he goes into the record of those who can be African legends. African best player na individual title. AFCON champions na collective title for country. That is what makes you an African legend. You know, go spend your time, play all your ball for Europe, and now they celebrate you for Africa. How did you? Man, not drag that. We'll do a show on that. So, Coach David Pago, I saw a video today of David Pago in Yaoundé. I think he go for Yaoundé 1 for university when I did the teacher thing. Man, you see the welcoming, people were just happy, taking pictures with him. And they did not really look at him like some super coach or some superstar. No. You see, peripheral, they go take picture with they teach their gato, and I felt so happy. I felt so like the moment just felt special. I was like, wow, is this not what we want to see? To see people on the big screens, on the large screens, on big stages. See people that have that kind of big stage for AFCON, and then the next day, You see them for Yakati. Do you imagine say all the Kofane them, Chemal on them, all the guys that be play for Cameroon because things they be they find money be there for country. It means say as they come out for AFCON, so all them go to tonton for Kati, people go to see them. Picking they ask the how was the experience? How did it happen? They share them as they see fresh. When some picking see Chemalon, it go be like, oh, I want to be lecture. In the daily see Chemalon for television, we say I want to be lecture Chemalon. Chemalon they can't pass with their phone, go training, come back. Chemalon they can't find his small sister for some corner and this and that. Now, thing that way they inspire and they create new and better talents for country. No be about infrastructure. I'll talk about any day, anytime. I'll tell you something that infrastructure they make player. No be infrastructure, even the infrastructure they make player. It means if find as Morocco qualify, me Nigeria not qualify because I don't think they get the infrastructure Morocco get them. If not infrastructure they make player, now people they South Africa they for the win Nations Cup every time. Maybe infrastructure they make player. Now the memories. Now these memories for the picking Kofane them, Chemal on them, Five Collins them, Abubakar them, Onana them. When they come back and they do for Cartier, they interact with the picking. If possible, possibility be the way they be even can see play competition, play ball with them. Now it go inspire some people. I remember when I was really young. I just them that is drive my tire for Cartier. I want to see moto, you know that kind. Whoa. I want to see now. So people, my mommy, my auntie, they all in the common. So they run. They go take picture. Back in the days, phone they be there na camera. They go take the man come on. Some motor can stand. They take picture. And I want to see Roger Miller for Kumba, where they can play PWD Kumba. That's why I look at him. Oh man, now people they shout Roger Miller. That's why I look at so. Now Tina where they inspire people. When picking the see Roger Miller play, see Tato Steven play for Kumba and then go play for national team. See Ndiba came win our grand fair for Kati, go play for national team. See Nathan Douala come for Opopo, go play for national team. See Chemalon, we all we know it for Kati, he play for national team. Five Collins. Now team then that way they inspire the next generation. Not about the amount of fee they want to get them or the amount of this amount. No. Even a team that inspire picking. Even the amount of infrastructure in America for the take World Cup. Or Thailand for the qualify every year for World Cup. Or China for the play final every year for World Cup. Maybe about infrastructure. Now about that love for the game. And the reason that way you realize it after the 90s we get a two-day generation. Because right after the 90s, I think Brazil school stand around 80s, late 80s. So 90s, the picking there they be already there for Brazil school. They see the expert, they see the thing that will happen all them one play ball. Now that generation for Brazil school come for 2000, give we 2 Nations Cup, 1 Olympic gold medal and Confederations Cup final. Because if they be there Brazil school at 15, must say they be there Brazil school for 14, 13, 14. For 2000 and 10 years later, most of them be there 22, 23. Most of them were just young when they come out Kaji and all of that place them. 22, 23, 24. What inspired them was more of Cameroon national team. And I say you don't always continue. So man go tell me say, but Sako, it be the Brazil school. It means say Brazil school be get infrastructure no. Kaji be get no. Brazil school be get no infrastructure. I go Brazil school here. Even my year I go Brazil school, but they still go sleep for Bipanda for some uncompleted building when I just bet amateurs a day. The fee will be changed for them. I see fee for Katiwe boy, the Capri body, Sansan, they for on side. Small Bahama guys, they for on side. The same quality fee. Brazil school actually ameliorate its training ground. Now I think 2008 or 2009 or 2010. Why they play first division for Kamara, they play for Sable Battle. At that way, I think they restructure, they put synthetic fee on a correct grass fee for inside their school. So now love for the game, you get for create that anxiety, you get for give picking the reason for one play, you get for give picking the reason for lift machine. Say the one playing a ball. Now you go make them play football. Not about money we put on for the football, maybe about infrastructure we put, and then about a JC equipment we give them. So when I saw Pagu, I see Pagu for university, I was so happy still the simple man, going out there, chilling out with friends, hugs, picture taking, and all of that. I was just like, this is so beautiful. I really wish every national team call up with the cam made a call with at least 5 local players. Local, even a player for second division. If they discipline, if they humble, if they hardworking, if they consistent, if they call Gira Miami Wegam. The more the picking they come for national team can play, go back for Katin, and the more it inspire next picking the way they will play. You start work hard. Me, I never play for national team because I think it's my first year I never played for national team because I've been no missing him an anglophone thing. I've been no missing him an anglophone. I've been not saying no as anglophone picking if you play for national team. You get Godfather, you know who. You know if you play for national team. I assume I've been no meet at the play ball. And most of my friends and I so be no. Even the few people they will not get over a million with the call of a national team and things like that. They go come back and tell you, say, Master, that place and a man no man, na didi that, na that. And when a man no man take, even some of them go for day. So as an anglophone growing up now, the mentality that will get, we say national team no be for anglophone. Even though Diba can be don't play, Tato be don't play, all of the guys they don't play. But there was just something, I don't know who started the news, whatever, where we go around say, you know, if you play for national team, if you anglophone, if you don't know some person, we know some person, we know some person, or you know one choco, if you choco. So growing up, that hope never even there. I be already write myself out like, okay, no, I can't waste your time. So you see, say now why that probably never happened. Now the first thing I know have one day, I be lazy. I was just careless and things like that. Yeah, that for me, that's the new hope. Sadio Mane, bro, very calm, very relaxed, very humble, extremely talented, very patient, very tolerant. Continue for work, continue for be leader, even though you know where captain ban. Continue for take the team like property. Continue for the push. You never see him blame a player. You never see him complain about a player. Nothing. So person call me today. They tell me, oh, Sako see na answer any tell come. Sadio Mane scored that kind of goal. Maybe if we bring some person like Abubakar for the AFCON, if we score with that kind of goal against Morocco for that last minute, I laugh. Go look Sadio Mane games them and look Abubakar again. By the way, Sadio Mane still play for one of the biggest club them for Asia on a UAE, on a which they call them UAE. Where's Abubakar playing? Abubakar no even get club. Remember, a club that Abubakar be play they kick it out for bringing Sadio Mane them. We show you Sadio Mane talent there was on level. But Cristiano Ronaldo feel like I need to play with this guy because he can do this. And so he there for a different level. And not only say they were do. I mean, he's extremely good. He get good character also. Tell me one time you don't hear Sadio Mane name for news, Palava Stronghead and this that, except for the time where he vex with his brother Salah because Salah no passes on board and then he really over vex. That was it. You know, ever hear for any gossip, any kongosa, nothing. One very beautiful thing will happen today before the game. He come up for Salah, they go meet their brother Salah, the way hug he didn't at the first time we did even see since that their problem. Very beautiful thing. Say, how do you excite the base for kids to be excited? How do you ignite the base for kids to be excited about football? I don't already answer the question. Ask me the question again. I don't already tell you, say, when Calesone be the camp for Southwest, Tawi they play for Vitesse, or Tawi play for junior national team. Just us seeing Calesone professional. When he come, he don't buy mayo, then he work at divide and the whole Southwest. He don't buy boots, they work at divide and the whole Southwest. He come, he organize training camps them. People they wake up money type from account at 40, Calesone they give all man 500 or 1,000. Those are the type of things that will encourage kids to want to play. Those are the things that inspire the next generation. You know how many people will come up one play because of Calesone, or because of Davy Pius, or because of Tato Steven them, or because of Dibakem. When you see some person go play for that high level, and he come and the reason why I talk to one of the best if you happen for Cameroon right now made us call local players them for national team. If every national team call up, they get 5 local players today, one for Southwest, one for here. The other time they rotate them. The other time, guess what? As they begin, they go come about that mayo, they go come about that experience, they go come out. It make every other picking for community the dream. Say if you play for national team, I don't already give you an example for you. Meet how they grow. I was talented, extremely talented, go Brazil school and things like that. But I've been no miss and if you play for national team, you can't be anglophone. Because my year I began for go Montague. After the door, show me and tell me all of these things. Guess what? I lay here and I said they already go Montague. And my name never come over there. So I know what I'm talking about. Even if they don't take me go Montague because I know they good. But you see some small, so kind of put they take and go and so kind of thing. You don't know you say, man, these people they get out. So what I'm saying is the easiest way for ignite that fire inside picking them. Now wait Pagu they want try for do now. Call Koto when no man no expected the play, put it for fee. Call Chemalon, all man fi say they can't chop na chop sleep, put it for fee. Call Kofane, leave Abubakar for us. Take a pass go, leave Onana for us. A pass mess one match, you put it for corner, Punga Pandungo Ngwe, that picking name, I don't know that a long name. Punga Pungo Tukunge for fee. So I know what I'm talking about. What will inspire the next generation of great footballers? Now, when they see and say the possibility there for you for start for year and they play for that high level. Taningwa, thank you for confirming. I was good. I was great. I was a very humble guy. I never did hardworking, but I was extremely talented. But I never if you play me because I never ever take me serious. I've even not say football na career. Now which the Anglophones they start not say football na career. Now some way if you play you make money, plenty money. You never even stay. When most Anglophones they start discover them. For we Anglophone, once you start play, you go Yaoundé, they give you money. As something the one you hard for Yaoundé, you go carry back for Kumba. You go Bafus and they give you money. As still the one you hard tomorrow, so you go carry back. Francophone picking not get that mindset. Francophone picking the camp Kumba. If be for there for 6 months, you take league and you never even go back for Douala. As league any packy back there. So one day they even remain, play again the next year. You want to see 3 years, why you play for national team? So football is more of a mindset thing. That is what will inspire the next generation. Now, whatever you know, matter say Nigeria, the FA is messed up and everything. They still have good players. They still have their Lookman. They still have the Osimhen. They have all these wonderful Iwobi and all these wonderful players. Is it because their FA is organized? Is it because their grassroots football is super? When last did you hear about Eyimba? All these great teams in Nigeria used to get, and when last you hear about them? The whole football system over there is messed up. But now because some way they were that dream, they see run for picking their head. Now he make the DC produce players. And at the same time, even Cameroon. Now the same thing with Cameroon. The only reason we get Kofane, we get Namaso, we get all the picking there they grow now they play. Now because any side they want go they hear Roger Mila, they want go here they hear Samuel Eto'o, they want go here they hear Andrew Onana, they want go here they hear Abubakar. Now that names the way they hear and I make them. Now think about what TV happen if most of these guys they be play for country. You say all the big names they be play. Because say the money be the pump in for football, think that the turn for football the way Samuel Eto'o want them. It would have been better. It would have been far more better. We'll produce more players. I heard some person they say football for Cameroon don't die. Football for Cameroon don't die. Oh, did that. See. Oh, turning wide. You talk like job. Keep coming and name them. Grandfen Nkem Orok. Nkem Orok play for us. No place. He play for Lakers. He play for PWG. Now for the end, he travel go in one man country. He never play. But we look Nkem Orok. He technique will be getting for 10, and the energy will be getting for 10. That's why they play first division for Cameroon. I remember my friend the way they need play. They cry. I look person when I captain for a team. I look my way they play for a team. I tell some of they say, "When I tank, when I get lucky." I know people they way even now so if they bring them over here, they'll play better than you. But most of we go. You want even talk so you want play football. You want talk for families, you want play football. They go beat that mindset come inside you. So you want play ball. The only man not talk wait me. So Say how are those players groomed? How many at their time how they be they groomed? Many at their time how they be they groomed? What are you talking about? Many at their time how they be they groomed? So I don't need for to go back and forth with this idea. Like I talk, the finest generation of players. With me, I don't know them for Cameroon. I say for the Anglophone part of the country, especially for Sabi Akomo Kumba, the generation before me. No 1 year be there with the Cameroon Cup final. We know see some Kumba picking for day. Or some Saudis picking for day. Let me say football for the whole Cameroon was dominated by Anglophones. Even when I play first division, my coach Nke, he comes so, he look me so, he shake his head. Il s'est dès qu'on m'a dit que tu es anglophone, j'ai pleuré. Il s'est dès qu'on m'a dit que tu es anglophone, j'ai pleuré. Que voilà un talent c'est cru talent. Il s'est voilà un talent cru. Mais c'est que tu es paresseux. Yeah, it was an anglophone thing. We were just lazy. But that laziness not only come from the born we. Okay, there is some person want make some contribution through phone lines. Yeah, any person want make contribution through phone lines, the phone lines will be open now. I bet when I leave I may okay. Hello?
Yes, Baba, evening. Did you hear me?
But give me 1 second, man. Hello?
Okay. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I get you now very well. How far?
No, I did half one now.
No, the push am. You have a small contribution.
Yes, small contribution about this whole grooming of talents. What we don't talk about.
Yes.
You don't hit some key point about getting role model, and the other aspect now for debunk this fear we will get say we'll be anglophone, no fit make them into a national team.
Yes.
And I believe, for the longest time, for example, we'll be chasing anglophone team that no fit win Cameroon's Cup, right?
Yes.
No, we see Kumbo strikers come, really don't come, and all that. I think it's just you mentioned something about Cameroon, Morocco. Now, how hungry we'll be at the end of the day? How hungry are we? Because today, when I see people that like my brother and Jalakwan II, the choose for enter beef instead of build a papa legacy. I don't get any problem with the man.
Yes.
I don't know it personally, but I feel that energy will be the take for the join this anti-Ito group, which maybe they get their reasons for. If it be focused, would continue a papa legacy. Some of these things build off of that. Now, the first thing that. Then the second one was feel say nationwide if you do one. Now, may president I see they now come up with some policy where they encourage this key talent them towards the end of their career, may they can finish them for one local league.
Very true.
Very important.
Very true.
Important. Mila then come back and play after they don't
I play against Wome. Sable Canon for Yaoundé.
There we go. Wome become Wome Bongo see the practice. All we go for Congo job because Wome day.
Yep.
Wait till we know day I will nobody care except the guy that they played some big game. But when he come, I go see Pro Venue. I remember some match we did with Cameroon playing. I think now you under 17 or under 23 Cameroon Spain Wimbia they be played. They be do 5-5 some World Cup so long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they never come back. This guy then come back. They be come out. They be eliminate them. But they be make a 5-5 draw where I think Spain be the win with 5-0 and they rest them. And this late guy, I have the corner midfielder with there recently for accident. So that guy then play they equalize. They come back. You be need to see how we be respect them when they become to play local championship. That day for Polytechnic, they only na so feel be flop because the guy that before when that they are demand will lie on the get and that.
Yeah.
But it be bring crowd. My point being say, whether not for develop the talent, whether not even for us Anglophone them for debunk the fear we will get, right? That role model part be very, very, very essential.
Yeah.
No reason why if you read story for football for Brazil, sometimes the day Brazil lock all avenue make they go play abroad. They block them. They no one may go abroad.
Wow.
Because they knew what it means. They know say as long as it they here, it did draw attention for the local league, but it also boost ambition. You go hear a lot of Brazilian them lately, and I think El Fenomeno don't complain this thing. Say this fact a lot of them be commode, it don't keep Brazilian football.
Mm-hmm.
because they need get time for see Neymar at the prime. They see as a budding talent, then he don't go.
Yeah.
They see this man as a budding talent, he don't go. It can really be prime now for Europe. And what that does for local league, now say they keep local league low, but it also it takes something away from picking for the CE
Yeah.
idol every time. The one be like he,
That
say this
competition
is,
no day.
it's not a far-fetched dream. So may we realize and say that's the reality. Now I know say money be important because sport money career be so short where any
Very
man at
true.
some point
Very
in time
true.
want go make money. But me, when I see the money where government is spend for premium for match and everything, if you really come up with a policy, say okay, each team for first division, if I decide to sign some local glory where they play abroad, state fee subsidize the money payment. Like each team get maybe one slot where if you go find some professional where they between 28 and 35 maybe. If Abubakar come back, instead of go they lost himself far for the he come back and play for Cotton. People don't go see him.
Yep.
King of the glad for the sea.
Yep.
If Matt take example against self. Okay.
Ondua.
Ondua, all those guys. And more stop this thing with time the feud and where they want come with the bash them because the way they ever see with the bash them on social. It
Yep.
don't make sense. It don't make sense. Then finally about this AFCON, Morocco technically they be well seated. I respect them. Me have one Nigeria guy. I respect Morocco technical game.
Yeah.
I believe say like in most competition, some host and champion bias the day when the referee. Just like
Yes.
when Real or Barcelona don't win league the season before, you hear Oman just say referee the favor them. Now just I think that human bias.
Yes.
We know what Arab brother them. No discrimination intended. They just get their own way to do their thing. They will respect them.
Mm-hmm.
But here's where you go catch calf because next AFCON like three countries to host them. We get Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya, right?
Yes.
Who go get the preferential treatment for host country?
No,
Nobody.
probably nobody.
You see now, so CAF support come to terms. I understand so one do host and win, but CAF support come to terms say, okay, the money where we not make them by going field, all we know say they're going for CAF coffers, they're going for coffers of the host nation.
Yes.
Now the host nation supposed to board ahead. More don't try this and say host nation will support favor them, more make it open, more make it more competitive. But that doesn't take anything from way Morocco play. I mean, as
Yes.
you mentioned so well, 120 minutes, Super Eagles, they get only one strike.
Yes.
It tells a lot of their discipline.
Yes.
But as we know, I don't always talk now. World Cup, they talk the truth. We'll see whether the coach will repeat what he do last time.
Mm-hmm.
Now for them, we'll know grand coach. Right now, he's the boss. We expect him. Me, I still root for Senegal. Why? Because I think Sadio Mane is as of this generation of Lukman them, Osimhen them, it be the generation of a high class athlete, whether na a behavior,
Yes.
whether na a dedication, whether na a respect of referee. I don't know whether that man ever get some kind of cast
Nope.
view of attitude, no nothing.
Nope.
So I think he deserves it. Senegal with the work with they don't do, and they even talk about infrastructure. I
Yeah.
mean like grooming talent that deserve it. I want to highlight something though. Say if we recall fine, one of the reasons why they move Cisse like coach now say some kind tension beyond the day vestry between he and Mane and the rest.
Mm-hmm.
For talk say there's a time for recycling in every group. There's a time for recycling. Period. The time when either coach get for go or a player then get for go.
Go.
In the case of Senegal, when they want to start FA pull Cisse because the result will nobody follow. They
Yes.
say no, you need to leave. They take your assistant, boost them up, and things are going fine. For Cameroon, we reach our honor say they make them re-go for whatever reason come up, but the solution no come still. So yeah, some people don't get for exit. So with this coming AFCON and everything we go follow, first of all, we cut off this whole discussion. Say bring back. It's time to bring back Abubakar and Onana. Man, football evolve.
Yes.
Just grow. Just let go. We try to bring this kid back after World Cup. Better no follow we. The next one when I bring this man, when I look and I know qualify for AFCON, let me play. More just leave something that it be great talent. We don't get great talent where they play, they no sign for national team. That's fine. It's okay. Abubakar own me, I think say Ora don't over bit over cover this petty them. Now the petty they don't score for AFCON, more leave them, make them blossom into who they want to become. That's all fine. And just for wrap up, I just feel say one of the last one will be the mention for this whole casting. CAF don't send out. I think they don't
Suspension.
find it too. They don't
Mhm.
find it to find the $20,000 and
Yeah.
4 games. It speaks volume because before that, some whistleblowers, some French whistleblower, even kind of do this referee thing. Now you be point them out. Say CAF don't just come out for change referee where they not inform Cameroon national team.
Mm-hmm.
What did they do now? Probably for intimidate it. But me, trust my Basa man.
Yeah.
That's no problem. He will come back.
Yeah.
When I no go surprise it, they'll move the suspension. No, just the watch because what the CAF they do, right? I don't want to say motivate, I say CAF because when you listen like this former FA president for Congo,
Yeah.
Omari Constant Omari, you don't understand say na CAF na just today don't be an extension of FIFA, not be really CAF as itself. Now
Mm-hmm.
just a group of people there that work for FIFA, but this thing that they do, whether not for make sure say Morocco win, host and win or whatever, it will come back to bite them sooner or later because I am having the impression World Cup for US it will be a flop in terms of not the gaming, but in terms of the money we make America go make
Okay.
all this visa banning and all this jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And it go usher in an era where federation, the way they support Infantino, they'll start to say you the dreaming about not like they have dreamed them. You the
Hmm.
dream some kind of thing that makes sense.
Hmm.
You don't just can't add the number of countries them host them across 3 nations. We could give peace prize for a president where clearly peace no be for a vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
You do some kinds of way. You don't Infantino don't make FIFA more of a business than all
Business.
the other people than before. The other people that they make their business, we know. But Infantino don't count. Look how many players that get injured for UEFA now because of too many games. I think the time is coming where we'll reconsider these things. But in the meantime, this suspension for it too, more just look. I think after doing investigation and appeal, because at times all they want is an appeal of
Appeal.
the one
Yeah.
pretend to say they don't strike a strong hand, it will fall off. And maybe we look for maybe the same guy then we will get them. Pago and the guys that made them play with AFCON qualifiers. The last person I feel if and come back now is Zambangisa and where the Becky, if he come, maybe Grand Fred just talk say, hey, keep armband. I don't need them. Just like Mane need to wear armband for do what way you do them.
Yeah.
More just leave this structure as it did. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
More just go play with AFCON, then we'll see how we go qualify. Then these young kids, them they will be bring with the next star who so badly need. So my own input that for this evening.
Boss, thank you very much, Massa.
Thank you, Baba.
No, you nail him. Trust me. You nail him. Yeah. Ben, so interview the way they talk about money. Most people have a businessman. Most people have a businessman. So it normal for you for. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Baba, you get me? Hello. Okay. Any person want call make a contribution? If you call, go ahead and make your contributions. I think the call I just come off for corner. It makes some really serious, especially that point for Samuel Eto'o's suspension. I want to talk on today. But I calculate no more get enough information about them before we talk about that. Hello.
It's already.
Yeah, you get me.
Yeah, I get you now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. See what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I know say me and you don't go back and forth on this,
Yeah.
But when I talk about infrastructure, you see, say for grow football for Cameroon, you don't talk about a lot of pertinent things about Anglophones. For your own experience, you say Anglophones are lazy, we even quote yourself. But that's not the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Anglophone man don't always look at football as a hobby, not as a profession.
Mm-hmm.
And that runs very deep because that's how our parents actually taught us.
Mm-hmm.
And it runs deep in our culture. So in order to erase those stigmas, those stereotypes,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you have to take football to the schools. Because guess why to the schools? Because as schools, they raise people. Now schools, if school remove curriculum, say football is a profession, okay, it start teaching. Now for them, now we do wipe all those stereotypes. because those stereotypes actually came from school. When you see those stereotypes of Anglophone, it runs deep into schools. And the reason I say this is because I've seen that how after apartheid for South Africa,
Mm-hmm.
how UNICEF and FIFA, they join over there, they start try for wipe out stereotypes, and they went into the school systems. And that's where they started building football into the school systems in order to save South Africa from poverty and a lot of crimes that was happening. Because you have to attack the kids, the younger generation, and that's how they went out massively. Now, when you see such elephant projects, because the reason I call them elephant projects is because in order to do that, it's huge, it's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Where UNICEF be put that in, FIFA and all that, you know, governments have to be involved because federation cannot take over such projects. Even France, after World War II, the Bill Clairefontaine, it was to entertain people. They made sure that the Bell Clairefontaine, they put money into football in all regions. They took pitches over there so that the kids can see those infrastructures, and then they start brainwashing them. And then a kid will go and come out the house. He say, okay, ma go play tape, or may I go charge my phone. I see run ECPK, a friend that they play football for grass field and all that. He go just run, he go tell Papa, say, hey, I'll meet you, I want to go play. And that's how you change mentalities. You know, a lot of nations, the reason now that you see that maybe Cameroon, you don't see a lot of Cameroonians out now football. Okay, take a look, for example, Senegal, Sadio Mane, Pape Sarr, Ismail Sarr, all those guys came from Generation Foot. Now their own module that way they belong. Generation Foot, they call the football for Senegal. That's where all those guys came. And when they left Generation Foot at the age 16, where did they go to? A lot of them are going to the Scandinavian countries. They spent 2-3 years over there. They beat Schengen back in days. The Schengen, this thing where you don't stay 2-3 as a minor. They integrate them in the system, and already by the time they go to 2-3 clubs, that's when you start seeing them now in France, in different places. As Sadio Mane left, he went to Metz. Yaya Touré even went through Ukraine. Yaya Touré spent 2 years in Ukraine, coming from their own. Even this Oshimen, we see so Oshimen, Victor, Mikel Obi. Mikel Obi went to South Africa, came back to Sweden. All those guys are coming out. They did not play a single football in their leagues. But now you see Morocco is trying to do, even this current Morocco squad, most of those guys were born either in Spain, in Netherlands, in all that. So a lot of this African is now that Morocco is actually changing, that they build their own and that they want to change. But these things take 10 years, 15 years. It takes a long time. You know, so for Cameroon to be able to revive their football, it will take at least 10, 15 years going forward. But we have to start doing the work now. Those are the things that I've been talking about. And every time I talk, I do my research, I learn, I come back and forth, you see. Now, talking about the AFCON, the game that happened today, man, we have to give credit to Morocco.
Definitely.
I watched the game because I did not watch the game live. I came and I watched the game. If you look at the way Morocco played, it was similar to the way they played Cameroon.
Yeah.
Their press is so good. They're pressing. They press you. They strangle you off the ball. And that's why you see Nigeria, a guy normally, what's his name? Iwobi has been one of the best, most creative players when it comes to Nigeria. But today, what happened? Iwobi was not able to play. And that's why you see when Iwobi is not able to play, that
The
I said it
attack
before.
suffers.
Exactly. The Oshimen, they don't get the balls. No one sees one shot on target. Can you imagine? One shot on target for Nigeria. It's not as if Morocco also had a good game, but they had 4 shots on target. No, really clean.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, and you even see one of their players, Brahim Diaz, he was finished. At one point, they wanted to substitute him, you know. So this was, I believe this was a very, very good game. The finals against Senegal, man, it's even gonna be tougher.
Yep.
It's even gonna be tougher because what's his name? Although Koulibaly got injured, now Senegal has a 20-year-old. Is it that guy 20 or 19? I think he plays for some. He plays for Roma. He has some experience. He plays for Roma. He is the one who came in place of Koulibaly. But there are, I think, about 2 or 3 players that will actually miss that finals due to suspension. Because if you see most of the 50-50 chances that the ref was blowing was always going to the in favor of Morocco, in favor of Morocco. So that home field advantage. And according to data, 14 countries that have hosted the African Cup of Nations have actually won the African Cup of Nations. You see, so although I think I want my favorite coming into this was that Senegal. The way I see Morocco, it will be difficult. It will be difficult. That final will be actually a very, very difficult one. But I mean, that's all I have to say.
No, thank you very much. Man, I don't know what I want Morocco win because to be honest, at the end of the day, any of the day, if they win. Okay, thank you. Have you ended the call?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and wait till we talk, especially my address the first part of your concern. The first part we talk about football development. My thing I say, when I hear it conclude say, for free for develop football for Cameroon, government really get to come in and pump the money will be required for we for develop the football for Cameroon. And me, I strongly believe say Cameroon government no go ever do them. Cameroon government no get one plan for do any of that. So the question now, if government no go ever do them, are there other things we can do for continue produce players, for continue develop our football? It's possible. For me, I feel like it's possible. I need to deny what you do. Infrastructure, fine. Because where they go on for Sansan for train and all of that, or where they go on for kind of if you get infrastructure there, if you actually develop better, you understand. But the question is, if government no can put that money, since we all know say if we can not get the money, are you telling me we are not going to have players? We cannot have players that can compete at that international level, like for 1990 or for 2010, we will go World Cup as favorites. Me, I just feel like money or no money, there are things we can still do. Money, if it come with infrastructure and organization and any other, it will only be a plus. It could only be a plus. But if you should also wait, make Cameroon government can put billions because they don't ever do them. Small feed them, they don't ever bill them. It is sure now say Mose pay the vex we because he talked the other day how he make money for Cote d'Ivoire. He not talk how he make money for Cameroon. He make money for Cote d'Ivoire and then now he make money for Morocco. He not talk how he make money for Cameroon. Talk how all the Cameroon fini be even fini. He mean say the vex to be mago. You understand? So these things be very, very possible. And then about Morocco, like I said earlier, Morocco is doing extremely well. Nimna by chance, nimna mistake. Say they don't score in only one goal. They have a very, very good team. Now with the small this and that, because trust me, the hand for Kofane, that guy actually go with the hand for Kofane. It's a red. It's a red. Nimna every hand they say once, no, it go to able for Kofane. Na red card. Na red card. Buemo situation, at least go me vamen a va tell you say, because if you look him, Buemo don't move ball, put the foot, he want move the other foot go. That man block him. At least you go for Vago look and then, but it already passed. Honestly, Morocco has a good side. They have a good team. They have a very good team, and I like what they talk also about Sadio Mane, especially the first caller. Look, Mane is a complete character, talent. Very patient, very humble, very, very simple. Very, very simple. A role model. And the kind of player that we need for Cameroon national team. They ballet bars them, they cutter them. Only one day they come now with they grew. That kind of person want them. Inspire with the next generation. If any person get any call for Maker again, if you go ahead and call. I don't know, for people, maybe I forget to put my phone number. I just let me so. For people that not get my phone number that's either for WhatsApp, or if you did a task or Canada, if you add and complete directly, and then I'm trying to see if we can bring if we bring one of that player for national team. If we bring one of them, may they come more talk football. I try to see what I will bring as Samuel too. And I'll be the one talking about that suspension before our True Lion call. By the way, True Lion has a wonderful thing going on his social media. When I follow it, and no Ayokigba, or when I go for for YouTube, it be 90 in 5. He's doing wonderfully well, analyzing games. Like I don't talk, analyze games and things like that. Not really overknow me. Have to have to talk about team play style, talk about the other opponent, their players individually, and talk about other things. Me, I don't really know. I mean, I he get that time for to go do his research, and then based on data we don't collect and scenes, based on information, player information we know I'm scenes. If he analyze and tell you, like most of the players, they actually make them for the AFCON. When we did a show before the AFCON, he actually pick out all that player them. All that player they pick a one for the team, na the man and the man. For the team, na the man and the man. For the team, na the man and the man. If the man not get injured, na the man will play. Like the way we analyze as AFCON the grow, the go play. I'm like, whoa, this guy really be informational about. Say True Lion is social media. It's all about bringing back the old player. Which old player? What they move on? Don't move on. Man, that old player, the bye bye. Moto di go, moto di go. If we can bring that old player, then buy it means we'll bring Alexander's song and then even bring it to feast. Maybe that my way they even give me that may wear so now we'll see what are the ones who is size. No, for me they are done. For me they are done. Those old players, may they leave them. Again, thank everyone who participated. It's been a while we did a show. I was not around. I was somewhere hustling. And the innocent who don't travel. And then and now so I'd like to do show when I did house. It's easy. I already get everything set up. I just can't she don't in the on tap, boom. I go on live. But when I did for side they were you either go for use your phone or you get for carrying them for go no. And if they transfer studio all the time no. But like I talk again, I the try will see what I will get on one player. Players who play professional football, especially for the national team. We invite him, me tell we had that thing the day, how competition they used to be. I'll get a few that number one, I'll try to reach out to them. But if any person know anyone if he say we give it, tap we I'll try to tap edge up. We'll see what I'll tap 5 Collins. Yeah, again, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this conversation. Whew. The Nations Cup the ball. I think I'll do a show tomorrow to talk about because I don't get some stupid conversation there for some WhatsApp group. They were just look people they say football if it develop country. Say football if it do nothing for country. Say football may I make some posts on the people say I beg come out do na football team for you. Wait till football don't do for who. Football if it do nothing for any person. This and I don't look that laugh. It is so ignorant to an extent I feel like I'll do a live for touch on some of that thing them. I think I don't feel do that kind of show. How football will actually be a blessing to our community. Now, two things for our community, it don't be a better blessing for our community than even the government. Football and music. Football and music. Now, the only two things in that for Cameroon where any kind of man fit do them. It no matter family where you come out, it no matter which you come out, it no matter whether you slim or fat, it no matter whether you know some man or you don't know some man. If you really focus for your football, you actually hit some kind of heights them. For Cameroon, two things they only do them from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s to today. Now only football and music. Don't be that you don't come a long way for serve any person, whether you be poor, whether you rich. People like me, they also don't play for national team because of this, that. But we get friends they play for national team. And no, a young he play for national team. We get plenty of the way they play for junior category and things like that. Back in the days, we had Dibakem them, Tato Steve in them. Ndefi Pios them. Ayum Manga them. They did plenty, whether for Northwest or for Southwest or for any part of Cameroon. Beginning they come up from nowhere. But they play rich on some level. So for me, when I hear someone they talk to, oh, wait till football don't do for Cameroon, or wait till football if you do not for Cameroon, I don't look, I don't laugh. So you are so ignorant, you don't even know. You are so ignorant. You know how many people they on that fake footy payroll? You know how many people they on that fake footy payroll? You know how many coaches in there for Cameroon where they coach first division, second division, when a football on they feed them from time where they turn coaches, so they be probably they like 20 or 22 or 23 years. So today where they did 60 years. Jean-Paul Akono them. Manga Ongene them. Now David Pagu this. If David Pagu they go back for house, he go back less than 30 million. Now sports teacher for university, they pay how much? If you have plenty where university pay, now about 300,000 or 400,000. If you multiply 400,000 by 10, now how much that? I see 4 million. 4 million. So if you add 800, they might say might say they take 5 million every year. It take 5 million every year. It don't take and so for how long? But guess what? You don't just go one competition, come back. You don't pocket at least 30 million. Just imagine say they pay how they pay Mark Breeze. They pay Mark Breeze 28 million for 1 month. If they want cut that money to do, they start pay Pagu 15 million or 10 million. You know how much money for them make? How many years you already work? People just say things and I look at them and I'm like, you are so ignorant. You don't even know what you talk. My first contract for Akada, if I give me correct money, my first contract, my first time they pay me money for football, for Maritime Warriors, that one and even day. They carry me go for day, na my manager or coach. Now I take the money, but I see better mom. I see better bond the way they give. I play for Maritime. We come up for Maritime come. That way I go Akada. Now the first time I give my money for my hand. The first time I give my money for my hand for Akada, Panjala give me correct money. And a joke. And then Jalakwan, I get salary for 35,000 every month. They pay me 1,000 for my training prim every day. It means for the month, now 30,000. Now, so if you add that 35, 30 for that 35, now 65,000 that every month. What match bonus is be 5,000 for winning for inside Limbe. If we go play for us, we win for us at 10,000. So Monday be the bill when I get like 3 games or when I win like 3 games or if you want to calculate that small money them, I will take like kind of 80,000 to 100,000 every month. For my first year from Jalakwan. No primary school teacher no day with that time, maybe they take that kind of money. I'm not sure. It says be headmaster. Even right up to today, most people they teach for private school and stuff like that. I'm not sure say they earn that kind of money. But I was earning that as a footballer. I be there how many years? I be there at Pekin. Well, I not even negotiate them. We can't be giving manager, not getting nothing. So when I hear people they talk say football, if you do anything, just imagine say I was a little bit organized. I began some person where they guide me, where they tell me say, okay, the money they so all the one the way they make and so would put them for savings. The one then for you for chop, they only give you chop. They be pay my house and everything. I tell you that money, so they just go give me key for house. They don't put bed, they don't put mattress, they don't put TV, they don't put all things. House will get water and everything. I don't ever see my house be for my house rent. I don't ever see light be or water be. All those things were taken care of. And I make about 100,000 every month. After they don't give me signing bonus. So if you just imagine, not until ever I get some person where it teach me how to manage myself and this and that. How many years I have to play football if you don't raise like that kind of 20 to 30 million. Must say 10 million to 20 million. If you invest them for business and then become something tomorrow. We just don't know how to go about these things. And that is the problem we have in our community. Go for Mankamon, go hear how much money Django they be sign them. At them Valentine, go hear how much money they be sign for Mancameroon. The guys they be sign millions. The guys they be sign millions. Go ask how much they be paid for match Gagné, for training prim and for match Gagné. The guys they be touch money where if you take that money, you find a small business, you do them. People they be buy motor, people they buy taxi, put them for road, buy Okada, put them for road. From football money. And now the why she don't do that? Yes, somebody does. Oh, football, if you do it for country, football, if you do not for no, it is because we have a broken system. We have a corrupt system. We have a group of people that wait for the past years. They only take football at their money, they chop and they do different things, and then they make them look like football as some very useless thing for do. And that is the narrative Samuel Eto'o is trying to change. Samuel Eto'o is pushing for football to be a career for some, a business for some, and then entertainment for any man you like him. But for the past how many years, Cameroonians always look football as an entertainment thing. An entertainment thing, I say they ready for pay the entertainers. No. They just feel like the entertainers and are stupid people them. Maybe they just can't play Musiam. You know how much of the payment I go play Intercati for villages them. If we educate ourselves, if we structure well, if we just put in a small for some balance, football has a lot. Now, there is the way, check country like England. When was the last time they won? Their men's national team won some major trophy. Go check them. But why it be say that they still continue pump money for their football the way they pump them? Whether for level for national team or level for clubs. Why do they continue to pump money in their system? Whereas the men's national team never really win some kind of team. If you say, oh, they don't win this, they don't win that. Because they don't understand, say, the winning for football not only about that trophy. The winning for football they for different level. The winning for football they for different level, for different places. Now for we for just organize yourself, make sure say all man they win. So man, they ask me say, oh, football fit do it. Oh, football fit. You know how many peasants they bush when they America here, when not because of football. You know how many peasants they attach here when not because of football. Because football build their profile. They go for here, they come for here, they come for here, they come for here. Pum, they find where they enter a task. They just shoot on them. They go start do their school fees on site. You are here tomorrow say they did doctors. More time yesterday they did this. You know how many people they come out you be where they come here on scholarship football. What are you talking about? You want make football do now waiting. Make football tar roads them for you know say football fit change country. I'll do a show on this. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I don't know when. But I'll break them down. I will break them down for levels the way you should. My whole life, all two, I don't get that my whole life now football give me. My whole life, everything I've had, today to that day America, now football. My whole life, everything I don't ever get that for the well. Now football. I finished primary school. My mommy didn't get money for send me for secondary school. My family didn't have a dime. Back then, school fee be didn't know how much. Now, person will see me a play ball like me, just I will send the picking for school. Mr. Kwebang Jav, may he so rest in peace. He just see me like me, so I go send the picking for school. That's so he start paying. You don't know my family. You don't know nothing about me. That's so he start paying my fees. I go school. They will transfer the man. I drop out of school. I say, 1 year, 2 year, piam. Njala kwan come for Dimbe. Before Njala kwan come, send Ake. Pick me up. One, I don't get into that argument. If you hear what I talk, I say before Eto'o, football was all about entertainment. Now Eto'o don't come, Eto'o don't decide, say, it no go be only about entertainment anymore. It go be about a career and it go be about business. But people like Una don't want them because when football be there only entertainment, now people like minister, they be the thief money. Now people, the one day they come out, the one day they be there for Eto'o, now they be the thief money. No accountability ne be there. Would go World Cup, would win Nations Cup and all of these in them. The money they see how player they enjoy them. Like I don't talk about repeat them again. Before Eto'o, football for Cameroon was all about entertainment. Now, by the way, no man know why you anything about football. Because if you want to look the player them, go look all the players they play for Cameroon for high level, win Cameroon Cup and all of them, most of them die wretched. The only few the way they survive now, one the way they go to a small school, they come from one country, find college, wait, go remain for day. Most of them were wretched. But with the project the way Eto'o work on right now, It will enable people for not only be entertained about football, it will enable people for build a career from football. It will enable people for build a business from football. Kofane just left Cameroon 1 year ago. He play now for Bayern Leverkusen. It means that the team who is selling for Europe will probably benefit from for me. The team will probably benefit from me. Kai Etai Young just left Cameroon 1 year ago. It means that the team who is selling for Europe will probably be Baleba now just how many years ago? They did so plenty. They did so plenty. Where they just leave. And now the team now with the shock of a work on. Structure our soccer, our league so we play a fit come off for Canon, go directly pay for some better club for Europe. Nobody the way they'll take play for Cameroon, they want to put it for some village football first, he play for that. And the time they want really sell it, now that team the benefit, nobody it team. Listen to what I said. Before Samuel Eto'o, football was all about entertainment. Now why most people they look football for football like career for Cameroon like a useless thing. Because you only play, they sing your name, play, sing your name. By the time you reach 35, 40, you resign and all of now all that for you. But now it no go be so anymore. Now why that Eto'o be say we need for create a social insurance, how they call it social insurance. I think provision social. We have a create an insurance fund for the player them. As soon as they sign them, when they pay them, they get some small money they withdraw for they keep them for the side. So if player play for 5 years, 7 years, after that if you go back, so now give me them my money for retirement. So time the money if you don't reach 1 or 2 or 3 million or 4 million, that time when your head don't start cool. If you take that money, I began for play for Union. Union began for give me 3 million for Cameroon. Now me at the dinner, I don't want 3 million. I said I want 5 million for Union. Union they say no 3 million. I said nope. Frank Happy with Jonker Bonaventure. I said I want 5 million. Can you imagine say they be giving that money? They not correct, they not money that for capital. They not capital that for business. There's a lot of good things that can happen. And if you ever should know where you're talking football back in the days was useless. But I would tell you, say it was not organized, it was not structured for the main actors that for really benefit. I don't just come up for talk for you say my first money where they actually give me for my first money where they sign me. Nobody even me I take them. I go for those of person, my coach or my manager, whatever. Now he take the money, come up for house, move 25,000, give me say my go buy boot, move 25,000, give me say my take and enjoy myself and this and that. But I see the bond money where take them for my head. Why I play for Maritime? I go play for Njalakwan. I don't finish train all the way. Pa don't can take me for Kumago. They don't train all everything. Pa coming for office. He say, okay, so how much you want them? Now how they look you. First of all, Njalakwan, where all my life I don't hear Njalakwan. And then you know, I know you know, people know it. Now so big, now so huge, now so fresh. If she don't, so he say, Nasako, she don't for there. Say, how much you want them? Now so I look you. I say, he laugh. He just open a drawer. He move Bondu. I say Bondu, I don't call the amount. He move Bondu. I be there how many years? He put out on me. I wear small short trousers like the one, so jeans small trousers so that he say as I give you the money, so take the money, enter motor, go direct for Kumba. Go give your big mommy. Tell your big mommy say, now money. Now I understand what that power be the try for do. Back there, I need to understand. Because that was him telling me to take that money, go give my gareme. So my gareme no say this why they do so if he put chop for table. So that way they will pray for me, they will encourage me and things like that. He said, take the money, go for Kumba. Go give Gramami first. He go pray for you, go bless you, and then go give you the money back. And then you give now the one with you if you give. But if you do and if you do me. He give me the money, so I take I enter Kumba, so I find me my small thing them. They don't give you money, team the train, you do for Kumba. You do work a left right, you enjoy your small thing them. You buy a small new phone. That time phone joke come, you don't buy a small new phone. You may hey. You visit now they will life end. Okay, you talk say now what I thought say a Vigo or one. Now what I thought say some of them be very ignorant. And I don't even know how football work for Cameroon. But when they always want to talk. And then when person talk now, when I say, oh, person be disrespectful oh person, you be very ignorant. For you for talk say league don't end since 5 months. In our championship never start. You know say na Cameroon Cup final. Now they make league the state before it start. And Cameroon Cup final, in Africa, for the organize them. Now ministry they decide when they will play Cameroon Cup final. You know so. And if they never play Cameroon Cup final, league no fit start. Well, it go decide and say, no, know what? You know want to respect that Cameroon Cup final team. You know we can't say the disrespect minister. You know we can't say the disrespect government. It is strong. It do this and that. The only reason why league no don't start now because of Cameroon Cup final. Cameroon Cup final will play before league the start because na Cameroon Cup final it clôturer the season. Now it end the season for that year. You don't feel the talk say league never start season. Now when I told you most of you now when I criticize Eto, you guys don't know anything. Even at one time any day, I there for here for debate. If you want, I will bring you on for the live. You ask any kind of question you want to ask about football for Cameroon. Any kind of question you want to ask about Samuel Eto. Any kind of question I will answer you, I will answer you with facts. I'll give you what are the links you want and everything. Say league never start since 5 months. It just shows you don't know what you talk. So if you say player they chop with it, that way they be talking make player make team they put player. They be insist make team they put player for contract. Wanna be green. Now Romeo na Charlie that for the Charlie Romeo. It know what way at the talk. It know what I talk because all we play the ball. All we were talented. Massa. It told him na engine, him na some over Messiah. But the boy the show we say he get love for the football. He want even do his own small way one do him. He want do his own small way one do him. Small, just small principles them. Dear President, I don't decide say that one come, they be give na 10 or 15 million or 20 million every year. Me, I don't come, I don't increase the money for 48 million. I don't come, I don't insist for government, may they increase the money for 48 million. Now, for the 48 million, the first year, I don't give na all na money. But from next year, I want to make any man put in place an electronic system, a digital system with a bank where you fit show me say na my list of players and this and the money then do I pay them the whole year. And then you come argue you 48 million for the next year. It don't be a fight on social media. It don't be oh, it don't want chop with that money. Oh, it don't want do it don't want do this. Now you ask me say you want to do the math for that 48 million. If you want to do the math for that 48 million, if you get a team of 23 players with 7 staff, that 28 million we carry on for about 8 months. If you want to do the math, if you do I don't do the math for you again and again. Remember also say football him na some two way you will hang for government neck. Football na a business. Football na a business. So even before you want camp for football, you got to get your own money. Any two way government did give you na subvention. Any two way government did give you na extra. Any two way government did give you na extra. You never hear Real Magic can complain say, oh, money they will government because give me, they don't give me. Now why I never sign Mbappe? Or I never pay Mbappe? You never hear PSG can complain because the model for them na a business model. You see all the teams for Europe, they need win Champions League, they need win nothing. Spurs them, all the team them for England, they need win nothing. Brighton, and all these teams. But every year they do for day. Every year they do for day. They design player the money. They design player that money. They design player the money. Now because they look at more like a business. Go ask how much money Brighton signed Baleba. Now the one selling for hundreds of millions. If we all start looking at a business, we start invest in this thing, the way we go for invest in this thing, change our mindset, then we all go benefit. It not go only be an entertainment. It go be a career for some, for picking the way they want to make their career, and it go be a business for business people them. Now Bob did that for Limbe. It put millions upon millions. The only way they get them by in return na humiliation, na cosh, na disgrace, na shame, na blassie. That guy don't put more than 1 billion. 1 billion. Since he's around the popo. 5 francs, he never get them back. We don't even sure say go get 5 francs back. Even for we for just God, I tell you, where about my brother, we thank you what you do. No, na ele kosh, fight. We only struggle for setting up. We only struggle for disgrace. Tomorrow, when you took a movie, they say, I need to put my money again for this. Oh, we'll start cry. Any man we don't play football for Cameroon. The people the way they put money for football that time for Man Cameroon, for Akada, for PWD Kuma, for Golden Soap, for Shooting Stars, for Tico United, for Botafogo. All that people the way they put money for football, for Manu United, for all that, for Southwest especially, none of them no day to day so when they get money. You pass for any of them in their corner, even if they get money, you talk about football, they will choke you knife. They will pass knife for your skin. Because back then, even they themselves did not understand how this thing was supposed to be. They don't know say, oh, they don't want to get that price, I get player. Oh, now that's a could play now for my team. Actually, they play now for my team. This man, they play now for my team. That man, they play for my team. That was all they were looking for. Whereas with their small money, they get some way if he help them, tell them say, now so they think the work, now so you get for do. Can you imagine say the group of people that don't make more money for football for Cameroon? Now Brazzaville School and Kaji and maybe Cotton Sport. Why? Because since the group of people they don't understand say now for say player. Now for say player. Brazzaville they don't understand and since now for start say picking they for find picking they young. Because Europe define a picking they young. Europe define a picking they young. When they bring you into their system, they groom you, they bring you up. So they don't make sure you get a foundation for Cameroon, and then they bring you into their system, they groom you up the way they want them. That's what brings the good money, the big money. But if we not get picking the way they encourage picking them, would inspire the picking them, it push the picking them for dream. Even now, one no go happen. So I know she don't forget talk football never exist. Football don't exist for Cameroon. Before I want play, I've seen that people them play, I enjoy them. But the question I say, time with the play, say I know see now what I do. I don't know me say football and football. I wake up for morning, wait till the evening, go play. Make my style, then they call me Zidane, that's how they work. They call me Zizou, that's how they work. All players they play for you, we get a representative for Cameroon. So other man they call Ronaldo, so other man they call Raul, so other man they call Trezeguet, Vieira, all man, Gattuso be they all team. Even coaches they get their name the Capello, that one, Aimé Jacquet. Even coaches they get their name them. But it was more of entertaining ourselves. You don't like the fact that they call you Capello. You don't like the fact that they call you Aimé Jacquet. You don't like the fact that they call you Trezeguet. You're asking you just sweet you when they call you Zidane. Me and my brother actually they talk the other day. Me and he laugh say, Papa, we waste our time. The time where Ishmael they be play for their national team, they play for professional football, will be there for the division, still young, will still small, will still struggle, they play third divisions. So me and I laugh today. Yeah. Why? Because we not get person, we not get a system where they tell we say for the level, for the age you get for being a year, for the level, for the age you get for being a year, for the now the thing is small thing that someone told the struggle for do them. Another thing is so be encourage age cheating. Plenty of people they be cheat their age them because of that kind of thing them. Because before you I want to say, oh, you got for play, but oh, you don't already now for fit for some category, player one do this, one do that. There's a lot of things. There's a lot. So many people then drop out of school thinking, say, oh, you know, if you go school, play football. Foresight. For America, you must go school to play basketball. Your coach calls say this, so your school calls say this, so your grades don't drop. Your coach kick you out of basketball team. They don't mind whether it be Michael Jordan or be who. They kick you out. You must go school to play, but it's not the only two things I must do. There's a lot we can do. Instead for the only one fight a two, instead for only one argue a two, instead for only one drag a two, start asking yourself, say, how you contribute for growth for football for Cameroon? How you to contribute? Now my own contribution this. Now for you I start. I talk about it. I sensitize people. I bring people on here. We will bring Eno Young the other day for here. Anybody never watch that Eno Young in video? Go watch him. What I go stand for your eye. We don't do interview with 2 times. All man say wow, wow, wow. How many people they get that information? How many people they know these things in? If you there America today, you get picky will be talented. You know how you fit do for make us see me play for Cameroon national team. You know the channel we get for pass. Before you criticize a tool or criticize whoever is managing Fika Food or whatever, ask yourself what you don't do for contribute for growth for football for Cameroon. How many players are you sponsoring? You never be old enough for the buy player them boot for fine picking of your village like 5 or 6 or 10. You sponsor them. Every month you send a small money for chop. Every 3 months you send a small money for buy boots and things like that. Where you see some container, they go back for Cameroon. You buy even a 200 boots, pick and 200 boots, you put that inside, they go issue they go divide and picking of your village. You not think say just the fact that picking get boot, they go encourage you for play. We don't do anything yet. We want to shoot the stones. We want to throw blames. One casting, one job finish on persons them. We even small intercative for what come they will never do them. Ask yourself. Ask yourself, say yes, I know say na my work, but wait me, I don't do them for a company. Or wait I do them for a company. You be only for the blame. Minister be say one take football team no. They give the football team, you take drink. À la gloire de Marc Brie et ses valeureux poulains. On a enfin arraché le docteur dans tiroir. Thank you, my brother. Etofi laid down the groundwork, but a collective effort. Fans, sponsor, player, and other stakeholders. Toride is already doing a great job. Let's do our own. That's the thing. No, not only about Eto. And it baffles me how you even see young people the fighting. Young people the fighting. It's about everybody. Find 1 or 2 picking for your village. Not even go down for the different my village. Find 1 or 2 picking for your village. Just call for your village. I say, when I find me any picking where it between 11 and 14 years, where it go school and then it play football also. If you dey America, they give you that picking number and everything. You call your parents them. You talk with your parents and everything. How the picking? How they do for school? How they do for ball? Which side they play now? How they play now? Who shooting? All of that thing them. You call the picking. You talk with the picking. You tell say me, I want to be a sponsor for football. Your mommy will continue for school, but I'll be a sponsor for football. Every 3 months, I go to buy you 1 boot. 1 boot for America is about $50 or $100. Or $100 every 3 months. So you want to see if you afford $100 for get some picking. I would send you a small boot, you a small short them, you a small didis. You say you play now, you say you train now. You call the coach. Okay, I beg, I want me to put me eye for the picking. I want me to monitor your progress. If anything they I need for do, you tell me. Okay, now I want small 10,000 the coach. I beg. One time if he take you for one-on-one training and this and that. What are you doing? What are you doing to help Cameroonians, to help people of your village? So many Sunday on a tuna get a tofis on a village. Mona get Roger Mila for a village. That will be the growth day Brazil school. We'll go Douala. Francophone picking. As they train for their papa or their mommy, now say the cash love for corner fee. You kick picking, now say the holla for his outside. Now say they encourage, now say they clap it, they finish, they go back for house. We'll go for dormitory. For night around 9, 10, 8, you see mommy, you hear window that you want to go look now, mommy see go come and pick, go pick. You want see don't can give picking. They get it. I say they call her mutumba. You don't can give picking mutumba. When for a mind that says sometimes they didn't even give it chop for that place, fine. You don't can give the picking mutumba. And then tomorrow you see the picking day France. You start to surprise how many do be France. They were investing in their talents. They understood it was more of a career than just entertainment. I be get francophone friend the way. I call them say me they come go play intercategory for Kumba. They tell me say nah, they never go them. Thank you, my brother. See Senegal fan club. Look at Senegal. Oh, see, I'm now one other thing I be right now for talk about them. I don't just forget. Look at the way Senegal be organized. Whether for their team, their FA, whether na their fan club, Senegal get everything that makes up a football team. Why if CAF says no be the master on a go play final? Because if the final will be animated. Cameroon, if you see 10 people there, they gather for one place, they watch ball, they wear mayo. None. All with the only way na say na fake Cafu must do am. Maybe fake Cafu must do am. Maybe fake na citizens that if una really over like that lion, una fit gather on a 20, una form una fan club for America. Una gather on a 50 for Europe, una form una fan club. We really claim so like football, we don't like football. We don't like football. Just like now the fact say the people they play football are stupid people, they are working for entertainment. We don't. If we like them, so many things they do, we'll do them. So many things they do, we'll do them. Since 1 month ago, where they launch my own, who's my own day? Since 1 month ago, where they start selling my own, who's my own? I didn't rum, I never buy them. So until we know reach $200. But one claims to support national team. One claims to like national team. One claims to want me they win. Bro, put your money for play your money day. Do something for make another Roger Miller. Do something for make another Rigobert song. Do something for produce another Onana. Do you imagine say someone told me to create funded sports? Sometimes not forever get Onana. But all of a sudden today, all my Onana. If Vatican wait, no be formed. We don't forget Kofane. Now so individual money. Time we put that in even sure say go sell player, you know even know. You know mean. But that is cool. So my idea. Cash sports, so person. You want to go look and find an individual like me and you. Sometimes we don't even pass the age that they start do that thing. We don't already no one do nothing. That they start doing thing they really they young. We will do something. Trust me, we have the potential, we have the quality. We can do something. We don't just decide say we no one do them, which is not fair. Yet, we don't blame others. We don't blame people. We don't call people that name. Thank you, plenty. We'll talk tomorrow. Like I talk, I'll do a full show, where we will only talk about how we can use football to develop, maybe even how we can use football to develop, how football on the hell of our communities for the past 43 years will probably had for cheer. If Bia feel realizing if he use football manipulate the people them, stay for power for 43 years, it means that there is something about football that the people also can exploit to develop their communities. For 1990, Bia don't be only 8 years for power. After that 1990 triumph, after that 1990 quarterfinals, Bia became so popular with Cameroon and then why nothing. Everyone was just, oh Bia, oh Bia, oh Bia, oh poor Bia. And that was how he won the hearts. Now, so he dragged Roger Miller, they bring out a corner. At every opportunity we get them, it be make sure the national team get everything they want them. We don't hear Rigobert song, Adebayo talk about how the day for Nations Cup, Cameroon national team can enter a restaurant with they chop. Rigobert song see chop, so he scatter table, he say, we know if chop the chop. He said, no man, how many hours playing come up for Douala, for Yaoundé, bring them chop. For Ghana, I think Ghana that Nations Cup did that year. He say, look and so he say, he fear. If Bia, if you don't realize how important football is, and they don't use them for 43 years for manipulate our people and stay in power, it means there is something about football where me and you exploit them for develop our community. If we don't dig deep and identify them. Remember, there to official na fi say he get influence if he help their power. Now football make you who we be. You know, go school as una talk. You know, come up for wealthy family as una talk. You know, get no nothing, no nothing, no nothing. You know, even play football for Cameroon. But guess what? Football don't carry put you for place where it be as powerful, as influential. To the extent when una even feel say na he get the power, he get the influence. Where if he move behalf for if he join opposition. Why una need think say ma produce my own office for my village. Ma produce my own office when I go to tell it thing they for do. So he go do am. Do I want do am. When I want take na another man way, another people they make am for use and fight when I fight. It ain't work that way. It ain't work that way. Find some things that do and now find your own office, make them. Find your own go song, develop them. Find your own player, go for your village, find some picking, empower you for way tomorrow where you tell you do so go do them. I go tell na any day, anytime. Football on the do am, and football can even do better. But until we open our eyes, shine our eyes, we look fine, we see. We only continue to turn around physical football and for useless people. Like I talk, I did a task now. Football bring me for a task now because of football. And I know so many other people. There's plenty people. We na football for year, football for day, football so, football say, football this, football. Tonton, put the side they day. Football, put the side they day. Football, put the side they day. They not go school. They not no nothing. They not done. They not come up for wealthy family. No nothing. The football don't put them for place to the way. They fit feed their family. They fit get their own family. They fit do this. They fit do that. They fit do so many other things. We'll do a proper show on this, and I'll even invite some other people them and they can get testimony. I say they can get testimony and say in our church today. Thank you very much. See you now on the next one.